All right, so make yourself comfortable in a seated position with your spine nice and tall. And the only prop you'll need is a blanket for comfort and support. But if you don't have one handy right now, that's completely fine. Now let's begin to just come settle into our bodies. So go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze downward. Just bringing awareness to your breath. Noticing it, noticing the quality. Is it fast or slow? And take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and breathing into your belly. Exhale, softening the shoulders. Inhale through the nose. And release with your exhale. Let's take one more round to just really arrive into our practice and relax our body. Inhale into your belly, exhale through the mouth. Okay, and just keep your eyes closed and notice how you feel. Okay, gently open your eyes. All right, and just stay cross-legged for now. And throughout our practice, I'll remind you to connect your breath with the movement, okay? Because that helps us to just really come into our bodies. So the first thing we'll do are what I call rainbow arms. So place your hands down beside you, breathe your arm up, and exhale, bending to the side as you exhale through the mouth. Inhale up and just creating a rainbow with your arm. So inhale up, exhale, and then just bring your shoulder back to open your chest. And you can place your gaze up to the sky or wherever it's comfortable for your neck. So continue to connect your breath with the movement, exhaling as you bend, and inhaling as you rise. Okay, one more time on each side, and we'll hold it just a little bit longer so we can really feel the stretch in our side body. And then just reaching through your fingertip. And continue to breathe and release. Just notice areas of tension and breathe into those areas to release and open space. Okay, let's switch sides. Inhale up. And exhale, settle. Bringing your shoulder back. Reaching through your fingertip. So you're feeling a stretch here in your side body. And this side might even feel different from the other side. Okay, release. Come back to center. And now we'll do some twists. So breathe your arm up. Exhale and twist. So you can place your hand on the outside of your leg to help you twist a little more, but we don't want to twist too much because we're still warming up. So very gently rolling the shoulder back, opening the chest, keeping your heart space open. And we'll just hold it here for a couple of more breaths. Breathing into the belly. Find the areas of tension and release on your exhale. Okay, breathe your arms up. Take a deep breath and then exhale and twist. Keeping your spine tall. Find the areas of tension. Where does it feel tight or closed or clenched? Smooth out those areas. Okay, release. Now let's come into a tabletop position for cat-cow. So this is neutral position. Shoulders stacked over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Back is flat. And feel yourself grounded here. The front of your foot connecting to the mat, and your knees and your hands keeping you stable here. Okay, take an inhale and exhale, round the back into cat. Then inhale, cat, lowering the belly, opening the chest, and bringing your gaze forward. So we'll move with our breath, exhaling, tucking your tailbone, rounding your back, opening the shoulders, lowering your head. And inhale, dropping the belly, opening the chest, raising the gaze. So go ahead and do that in your own timing, staying connected with the breath and the movement. Just slow, steady movements to just help you begin to relax, letting your body know that you're resting your body. So exhale as you round the back, and then inhale into cow. So let's do a couple of more movements here. Into cow. Feeling your shoulder blades separate here, opening up your back. And then exhaling. Feeling the release in your belly and your hips, opening the chest. Okay, and now let's just come back into tabletop, and we will do thread the needle. So breathe your arm up, feeling that stretch in your shoulders, your arm, and then threading your arm through the back arm. And then you can extend your top arm if you like, and just roll into your shoulder to get that opening. Resting your head on the mat, staying here for about 2 rounds of breath, checking in with your body, finding those areas of tightness. Okay, let's switch sides. So come back to tabletop. Inhale your arms up, feeling that stretch and opening in your arms, and then thread. Resting your head, extending your arm if you like, And just breathe into your body. Okay, come on back up into tabletop. And let's just stretch out into child's pose. So send your hips back toward your heels, stretching out your arms and resting your forehead. And just really reaching your fingertips just to open up the arms, your armpits, your shoulders, and a bit of a back release here as well. Okay, let's come on up. And now we'll come into a gate pose flow. So we'll be on our knees. So go ahead and get your blanket out if you want a little bit of cushioning. Okay. All right. So your knees about hip width apart, hips stacked over your knees, and then extending your right leg out to the side. Your toes could be pointing forward or angled out to the side a little bit. Okay, so ground yourself here. Just take a breath, ground yourself, and then inhale your arm up and over, and then extending your bottom arm, resting it on your shin. So you're really pushing into the side of your foot to help you stay stable here. And reaching through your fingertips to get that nice stretch. Inhale and exhale. So you're feeling an opening there in your inner thighs. You can turn your gaze up if you like, or wherever it feels comfortable. Just play around with that. Inhale and exhale, soften the body. Okay, now we'll come into half moon pose. So just bring your arms down and notice how you feel. Okay, and now bring your hand down to the floor and lifting your top arm up so it's one straight line. And if you're up for it, go ahead and raise your foot. Raise your leg for more of a stretch, plus some strengthening and mobility in your hips. And if you like, you can even grab your foot here to open up your hips a little more and stretch out your quads. Otherwise, just stay here. You know, give yourself the opportunity to grow into these poses. Okay, release, and let's come back up. Let's just ground ourselves here again. Extending your foot out, toes pointing to the front or angled to the side a little bit. Inhale up and over. Exhaling. Bringing your shoulders back, keeping your heart space nice and open to receive. Feeling the stretch in your inner thigh and the side of your body. We're opening up space to help you move, to help your body move more freely. And on each exhale, see if you can just soften into the pose a little more, maybe reaching over a little further. And feel stable and strong in this pose. Okay, let's come back to center. Prepare for half moon pose. So lowering your hands to the floor, raising your arm up so your chest is open here, your collarbone is nice and open. You've got that nice line of energy from the top of your fingertip down to your hand. And now you can lift your leg here if you like. And then you can kind of play around with either pointing your toe, which opens up the front of your leg, or flexing. You get more of a stretch in the back of your leg. And then you can even try holding your foot here at the ankle and breathing. So whatever your body needs today, just listen. Okay, and release. Let's come into child's pose and check in with our body to notice how it feels. Okay, so come to child's pose, resting your head, your forehead on the floor. And then taking your hands into Anjali Mudra, bringing your palms together and then resting your palms at the nape of your neck. And breathe and settle here. Just relaxing. Okay, lower your hands back to the mat, stretching them out. And this time, we'll slide the front hand to the chest for a twist. Inhaling and exhaling, extending the arm, switching sides, sliding your back arm, back hand to next to your chest and twisting up. Exhale your arms forward. Inhale to your chest and exhale and twist. Okay, lower down. Inhale, sliding the hand, exhaling and opening. Okay, now we'll come into Sphinx pose. So we'll straighten out our body, your feet about mat width apart. So you want to feel stable here. Hip width or mat width apart. So you're feeling your legs, your belly, your elbows, your forearm. Keeping your gaze downward for now as we prepare for Sphinx pose. So lifting your head up, your gaze forward, and breathing here. And you can, if you're feeling too much compression in your back, just move your elbows away from you, and that'll ease the tension, compression. Okay. So just meet your body where it is today. And breathe here. Rolling your shoulders back so that you aren't sinking into your shoulders. You want to keep your body up. Okay, and now let's lower down. We're going to come into half frog pose. So we'll bring our knee out, knee up, bend at the knee. This will help to open your hips, your inner thighs. Okay, and then slowly come back into Sphinx. And we'll take 3 rounds of breath, 3 cycles. So we'll inhale, exhale, and open up those spaces. Inhale, just energizing the body with your breath. And exhaling, softening the body and just surrendering. Okay, lower your head and straighten out that leg. And we'll do the back leg. So bring your knee up in line with your hip. And lift your gaze into Sphinx. 3 rounds of breath. So inhaling. Exhaling and just surrendering to this pose, releasing, opening, softening the body. One more inhale. And exhale and soften. Okay, lowering your head and straightening the leg. And you might want to, let's go ahead and just rest our body here. Notice how we feel. So resting your forehead on the back of your hands. Okay, so now let's flip over for a couple of more poses. Okay, so we'll do a supine pigeon pose or figure 4. Resting your ankle on your knee and then just gently pushing the knee away. And that way you feel that opening here in your hips. And if you like, you can bring the knee toward you, lift to the other leg. And as you do this, just, press the knee away. So you get this nice stretch in your glutes and your hamstrings. So the closer you bring your knee toward you, the more tension you'll feel. So just kind of play around with that. Okay, lower the leg and then cross your leg over into eagle legs, and then we'll twist. You can extend your arm out, both arms out, or you can place your hand on your knee. I like to place my hand on my knee just to help me into the stretch a little more, into the twist. And breathe into this pose as we begin to really wind down. Okay, let's come back into center, uncross your leg, and we'll switch sides. So figure 4 on the other leg. Feeling your shoulders and your back on making contact with your mat. Now bring your leg toward you, pushing that other knee out away from you, just gently. There's no force here, just very gentle. enough so that you can feel the opening and releasing in your glutes, your hamstrings, side of your leg. Okay, lower down, cross your leg, and lower the knees for a twist. You can bring your arms out, turn your gaze away to the other side, and really relaxing here. Okay, and come to center. And here we'll come into constructive rest. And this is the last part of our practice. So we'll rest here for a couple of minutes, just helping the body to just integrate everything we've just done. So constructive rest, bring your knees hip width apart or mat width apart. And allow your knees to just rest on each other. So they're holding each other up. Your hands to the side, either palms up or palms down. Palms up if you want to receive energy from the universe. Palms down to bring more awareness inside. And we'll rest here for a couple of minutes. Noticing how your body is feeling now. Keeping your shoulders and your torso relaxed. Your hips are nice and soft. Neck is relaxed, skin on your forehead, on your face, nice and soft. Okay, when you're ready, slowly come to your side. And prepare to come into a seated position. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste.